this door. I need you to moderate. Can you stay in here, please, for the hour? Can you stay in here so I don't have to keep shouting at you? Hello, Sefi? Sorry, can you hear me? Hello? BlaXit family, BlaXit family, BlaXit family, BlaXit family. Are you with me? Can you hear me? Oh, you're unable to connect to your chat. I don't understand why they keep putting this button up. BlaXit family, BlaXit family, BlaXit family. Can you please put a message in the chat just to let me know you can see me and hear me? Yeah, if that's possible, please. Okay, I can see 3 thumbs up. That's great. Thank you so much. I wouldn't mind a few more. But can you, I'm just going to say hello. I'm going to say greetings, fam. Oops. I misspelled greetings. Hang on. Greetings, fam. I'm just going to write that in the thing here. Wow. I hope you are amazing. I hope you are wonderful. I hope you are black magnificent, as Dr. Campbell would say. And also, big shout out to Dr. Milana as well, and to Dr. Julius Garvey, and to all of the Pan-Africanists, and of course, Warrior Zena, and to everybody that's there fighting the cause, everybody that's here in the live chat today. I just want to say you're beautiful, you're wonderful, you're handsome, you're gorgeous, and you are loved. Okay. So BlaXit is the zone of love, self-love, African love. Okay. We don't deal with any of the negativity. That's not what we're on. We're on for progress. We're on for upliftment. We're on for unity. We are on here in order for us to fulfill our obligations to our ancestors. Okay? We are here to carry on the work of our ancestors. And also, to the divine, to the higher source, to whichever name you want to call your God or your goddess by, whether it's Allah, Jehovah, Yahweh, Jesus, Almighty, whatever, Buddha, yeah, Ogun or Shun, wherever, Ra, Amon Ra, Atum Ra, Isis, Atum, whoever, whatever, Yamoja. This is our right. And BlaXit is a channel that is here on YouTube, and BlaXit is about the blacks exit from the West, okay, back to the best, and that is where we belong, Africa. Okay, so let me just try and do this chat thing because it's happening again every time. Participants, let's have a look. Can someone please write me a message so I can see if it's working or not? Would you mind, someone please? Unable to. I don't know why they always say this on my channel. Like, I watch other people that have their lives, and they don't. Aha! Finally, they don't seem to have this issue. Willie, how are you, my sweetheart? I haven't spoken to you for a while. Please give me a call. It would be nice for us to chat and to catch up. Yeah, I'm doing absolutely phenomenally well. I'm amazing, actually. I've discovered something I want to share. So today's show is really exciting. For those of you that don't know about BlaXit, BlaXit is a channel that was actually formulated on the 25th of April, 2011, in the UK. And we actually came to Gambia for the first time in 2011 also. And so, but I had been to Africa obviously previously. But the call for us, the always been repatriationist, wanting us to get what we got. I've always been a Pan-Africanist. I was, I think I was just born that way. And so, Lisa, greetings. Thank you so much. I'm glad that you can hear me. So, BlaXit, as you can detect from my accent, I was born and raised in the UK, in the racist UKKK, and I suffered from terrible racism and discrimination, like many of my brothers and sisters over there. And no, I'm not in denial, and I'm not going to pretend that I didn't see microaggressions. I'm not going to pretend that there was not unconscious and conscious bias. I'm not going to pretend that there was not outright racism. I'm not going to pretend. And those fake people that want to pretend, go ahead and stay in your lane. But this is not, this is the real. I keep it real. And I tell you, when I said England is a dump, it's because of what I saw and what I experienced. I'm not taking it back. I'm not going to apologize for what I felt and what I experienced. And for the homeless people that I've seen, and for the things that I've seen them experience. You know, over 8 million people in England live under the poverty threshold. But they're always talking about poverty in England, but they don't want to talk about Skid Row in LA. They don't want to talk about these things. No, they want everything that happens that, you know, to while they've got poverty in their so-called developed countries must go under the radar. But so far as Africa's concerned, it has to be pronounced. You know, well, it's up for us to you know, rectify this. It's our responsibility to rectify this. Yeah, at the end of the day, we are ambassadors of our own continent. And if we don't say good things about our own continent, then who will? Because when other people come from their countries, they're not so quick to talk about the negative aspects of where they're from. They don't tell you about the council flats and the drug users, you know, and the needles and the feces in the lift. Yeah, they're not telling you about the unrest. They're not telling you about the gang crime. And no, gang crime is not any exclusive color coded thing. It's just crime. They're not telling you about the specialized gangs. They're not telling you about who really runs the drug rings. They're not telling you the truth. Yeah, they always try and create this stereotype and throw us in it. But that is not what it's about. So, you know, coming to Africa for me was an escape from the illusion of inclusion. And the illusion of inclusion is because we're not really part of the plan. We are just part of the process for them. Okay? And I witnessed something, yeah. I want to say hi to Jafaru, yeah. I witnessed something this week. I want to share with you. I went to a place called Brufut, yeah. So I'm Nyancho Kajabi, everybody, or Juliet, and I was born in England in East London, yeah. And I left to live permanently in Africa almost 5 years ago now. So, and I love it here, and I've not been back since. Okay, and I built my home, and I, you know, raise my family here, and you know, I also run a business here, and I try to do my best to be a repatriationist, and I vow to be the best repatriationist that I could be. And that means, you know, building on the foundations, standing on the shoulders of our ancestors like Marcus Garvey, because they've already done the blueprint, and so many others before him, but he's the one that really captured my heart and my imagination. So that's why I want to talk about. So anyway, so I went to go and see this beautiful piece of land in a place called Brufut. Now, Brufut is a very developed part of the Gambia in the sense that it's had like many estates that have been built there, and also like shopping mall and that kind of thing, and other facilities as well, canoeing and sailing facilities, you know, markets and so on and so forth. Sina Jallo, I'd like to say things to you and thank you for joining us today. And first, I'd like to say thank you to all of you who are watching, and thank you for joining us. I appreciate you taking the time out just to come and sit down and watch. I just want to say thank you and to say I love you all very, very much. And all of our supporters on Patreon or PayPal, anyone who gives a single penny or has ever given a single penny or has just subscribed or even liked one of our programs, I just want to say a sincere thank you so much. I am so grateful to you, and I appreciate you so much. Thank you for taking the time out to listen to me and also to share. And, you know, recently we were addressing some of the issues around finances, because many of the barriers to people being able to repatriate, to leave, to BlaXit, to come to Africa, to even see, let alone to come live, has been financial. So that was one of the things that we were looking at. So one of the subjects that we tapped into was your birth certificate. Now, your birth certificate is a bond, it's an e bond. And this e bond is traded on your behalf. So we shared the method of you being able to assess the value of your e-bond. And I've had so many calls and messages. So I just want to say that I am inundated and I want to thank you so much. So we have taken things to the next stage of now finding out how do we cash in our e-bond. And so I did post the link and I will post it again. Okay. And so that was when we then came across the application form. And so I have been asking some of our brothers and sisters in the US to try to contact their local IRS in order to get assistance with the form so that, there's no mistakes made. Okay. So I just want to go over to the comment section and say hello and good evening to Fiona Jallo. Greetings and thank you for joining. And Niger Asari, hey, can't stay on, but I miss you, sis, and I'm so proud of you. So am I so proud of you. And don't forget to check your birth certificate as well and tell me the value. And I love you and I miss you so much as well. When you coming back? Okay. Yeah, okay. So that's really, really important that we do find out the value of our birth certificates. So some was worth like 177,000, some were worth 73,000, some were worth 57,000, some were worth 100,000, some were worth $99,000. That is dollars, American dollars. So let me just clarify. Some were worth like $121,000, and there were some which were worth like $37,000. And I think age has something to do with it because I think the people that were a little bit older had higher amounts. So yeah, let me just say, Mr. Junior Gill, is this a continuation from Saturday? Yeah, as you know, we did get cut off, and as you know, we have been sabotaged a little bit. And, this is part of the whole smear campaign, propaganda campaign against me. One, because the automatic citizenship campaign is, the momentum is growing, just so that you know. Like I said, a lot of the developments now out of my hands because I'm not a lawmaker here. But I am still pushing, and we will be having a marketing campaign, publicity campaign in 2024, just to remind everybody of the importance here of us coming together, and also the importance of automatic citizenship for us as Africans all over the continent. And that, even the 15 ECOWAS countries, we should have an automatic citizenship passport. We didn't ask to be, for our forebears to be taken and kidnapped, as prisoners of war into slavery. So, this is it. So what we found was, just in continuation to what I was saying on Saturday, is that I'm going to talk about something else, okay? But I was just touching on this just to let you know, because obviously we kind of got cut off, that I did publish where you get the application form to apply to cash in your e-bond. So I will post it again in case you missed it. And if you haven't had a chance to, I will also post the link on the community page. If you haven't got access to the community page, let me know and drop me an email. I'll drop my email into the comment section so you can email me and I can send you the links, okay? As I have done for people that didn't have access to the community page. And so, a lot of people are realizing that we have this wealth. Now, we have this wealth. So you're sitting there, at home thinking, oh, I'm broke. But you're not. You're not. You're worth money, okay? And, money doesn't determine your wealth. You determine your wealth. Your own person determines your wealth. And I just want to say that, one of the things that I want to rise us up for is that in some ways we've forgotten who we are. When you come to Africa, you remember, like, there's like a download. I can't describe it, but there's like a download that reminds you of your ancestry. It reminds you of your greatness. It reminds you of your connection to everything. It reminds you of your divinity. That's the word I'm looking for. It reminds you of your divinity. And I think when you live in the West, that's kind of like robbed away from you, because it's almost like they cast judgment on you every day there. And so you're not able to shape your own destiny, to shape your own reality, but you are. Your thoughts create your own reality. It was my thoughts that said, I'm going to live in Africa. This is what I'm going to do. So it was that thought that shaped my reality, which is why I'm here today, which is why it's sunny, it's beautiful. I'm eating my pawpaw, and my dita, and my fresh food, and my green oranges, which are delicious, and they don't have to be orange. There you go. Okay. So what I'm saying to you is that shaped my reality. And so anyway, something happened this week I wanted to share with you. And this also is something that really impacted on me. So I went to Bruford. I'm going to go back to the story. So I went to Bruford, and I went to this beautiful, oh my gosh, this beautiful place, which was like a river, and like you go through, it was almost mystical. I cannot describe to you. Like sometimes nature is so spiritual. There was like lily pads with the flowers, that come out like this, and these mystical trees. I've got some pictures. I'm doing the program, so you'll see it. And I didn't film that part actually, because they were kind of rushing me because I was walking so slowly. But anyway, beautiful place I went to and made a program this week. So while I was there, like it was almost like I had like a download. Let me say hello to a few more people in a second, okay? So Fiona said hers was $175,000, and she wants to cash it in and return home. Okay, this is the process that we're in. This is the process that we're on. Roxanne Grandison, greetings all. Yeah, Fiona understands to get the same. Just laugh it and call them a two-bab back. Normally they say two-bab or hello two-bab. Okay, not sure what that is, but anyway, yeah. So it frustrates me when children call me two-bab, and yeah, and we're all one family. Oh, I see. In answer to that's partly ignorance, but that's why we're here, because we have to share the education of understanding one another. Okay, and partly that's because of the European education system, which still permeates. And this is why I love Ibrahim Toure and a lot of the things that he's been saying and the changes that are coming. I was so pleased to hear about the Confederation too, okay, of Mali and Niger, okay, and no, sorry, Niger. Let me get it. Niger, did you hear me? Niger, Juliet, get it right, okay. All coming together, okay. It's amazing, and Burkina Faso. So I wanted to say, so I went to this beautiful place, and I like had a download, like literally about us tapping into our greatness in order to come home. It's almost like we can manifest it. I can't describe it to you, but it's like I was just feeling like we have got like this innate ability to manifest it. And so even with this birth certificate information, we can manifest this, we can open this, we can get this. We have to, because it's our birthright. Okay, I'm going to say hello to Lamin Defe as well, and also Joey Elder and Sunshine Corner. Okay, thank you for joining us. We can manifest this, and this is our divine power. And I think our ancestors want us to remember that we have it. That we have it. Yeah, I think the divine wants us to remember that we have it. The Most High want us to know that we have it. Okay? Or God wants you to remember that you have it. Either way you want to see, but we have got access to this, like universal energy that is there in the universe for us all to tap into. And so the birth certificate information was also sent out for us to realize that we have this and this is ours. And this money, that's $175,000 there laying there for you, Fiona. Let's get it. So I'm going to publish the form again, okay? We're going to take this step by step, and then we're going to find out how we're going to complete. I know I'm sweating, sorry, right? How we're going to complete the process so we can do it right and we can get paid out, okay? So I'm going to share it again, and if you want to, um, I'll put the um, I'll put the email address here for you, info@blaxithome.com, okay? So if you don't have that, then you can send it to me there. Thank you for all the hearts. I love you too. Um, no, 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 no. No, there's another part of the form. It's not just for Americans. No, it's not. No, it's not. Because there's another form. It's in my phone. There's another form for non US citizens as well. Yes, yes. And when you go through the link that I posted, then you will see it. Yeah, because it's actually there. And it's a part that actually says cashing in your EE bonds. Yeah. And obviously, for those before 1980, it would be an E bond. Okay. Because EE means electronic E bond. Okay. So, in saying that, I think, we need to get our mind into the reality that we're going to see this money and that we are going to access this money and we are going to have this money. Okay? Let's visualize it. I remember years ago, I used to have a vision board. And on my vision board, I had everything that I wanted, like in my African house. I wanted a swimming pool, I wanted a vehicle. I wanted like 4 bedrooms. I wanted, all the things, that kind of thing that I wanted. And I made a vision board and I put it on my wall. So I suggest that we all kind of try and get a check or create a check on a piece of white paper, write our names on with the amount, okay, with the amount that we have from our birth certificate. And don't forget, go up in denomination. It's not just the $50 denomination or the $100 denominations. There are other denominations too, okay? So when you do, you go ahead and you try that, okay? So I just want you to know that, we have this innate divine power within us, okay, which has been given to us and casted to us and passed down to us through the source. Whether you want to say Almighty, whether you want to say God, but we have a source that we have. And that's what has helped us to survive with our ancestors' guidance all this time. I don't usually talk like in spiritual matters, but I just felt like a download, like a spiritual download. It's almost like the Most High said, wake up, Juliet, and share this message. Yeah, I want you to tell them, okay? I'm going to help them to get this money. It was almost like that. I know it's crazy. It's what I felt and it's what I feel. So, maybe there's a way that where there's a will, there's a way. We will find a way. So maybe this is our divine inheritance. Okay, maybe this is our divine inheritance. But anyway, so I went to the place with the man, and then I went back to his compound. So I saw this beautiful land, which is available for sale. And when I went there, I could just vision. I see things I plan things out. When I saw this land, I saw the house that I was going to build, that I was going to live in. I literally saw it with my own eyes. I didn't just see land, but I saw everything. And so when I went to this place, I had that vision again. And I was seeing people on pedlos, people canoeing, and people in boats sailing, people doing fishing, people on jet skis, on the other side. I was just seeing people really just relaxing, enjoying their time. I was seeing a whole estate, with apartments and holiday homes and restaurants and a conference center. And it reminded me of something that I saw in Guinea-Bissau. Yeah. And so and like bars, juice bars, and grill bars, grill area, open cinemas, dancing area, and oh, it was just amazing, like what I saw. And so, and this is by the riverside, and this is what was available for sale. And I thought, wow, this could be someone's dream that I'm seeing. This could be someone's reality that I'm harnessing. And I'm thinking that, if everybody was to, get their money, this is something that you can invest in. So it can actually become someone's reality. Because if, for example, cashing in $175,000, you could actually invest and actually build something. Do you know what I mean? Or come together with other people and build something. You could actually create something and do something. So that was like, what came to mind. But anyway, so when I went back to his compound, something happened. Like I told you, I had a download, right? When I went to his compound, he asked me to come into his room. When I went into his room, there was thousands and thousands, a massive room, just herbs and roots and leaves and all kinds of like medicinal herbs. And he turned around and he said to me, "Do you know I can cure cancer?" And it's just, what? He said, "Do you know I can cure cancer? I have the herbs, and I've helped many people who have come to me before, who were even close to death and now they're still alive." He goes, "There are herbs for everything, and it's here in Africa. Just that they don't want you to know." And I was, I was a little taken aback. I said, "You can cure cancer?" I said, but, I've had so many family members who have died of cancer, so they could have been saved." And then he went on to tell me about some of the people that he had cured and some of the people that he saved. And he was telling me that half of the illness is in our minds. So coming to Africa, the obstacles that we put are in our minds. I want to go to just a few of the comments. Okay, some of the obstacles that we put are blockages. So we're actually creating our own self-limiting beliefs and our own self-limiting thoughts that prevent us from leaving and getting into freedom. And even in perceiving Africa as freedom. Because we're told so many lies about Africa. Okay, let me read some of the comments. Fiona, I'm going to ask the Ash Records how to manifest this bond. Okay, well, you got my email. Can you contact me when you do, please? Do you know, years and years ago, I read a book about a man called Edgar Casey. I don't know if anyone's heard of him, who was able to access the Akashic Records. Um, okay, Med J Al Balbab, you're welcome. Thank you so much. Junior Gill said, "I'm already counting this money. Let's count the cash." If this man says he can even cure cancer, come on now. Yeah, we can do this. Hi, Queen, soon come. Waiting on a job to approve my time. Okay, like Mr. Sebi, he could cure anything. It's true. It's very, very true. Yeah. Um, but it just goes to show, doesn't it? Spirit Traveler boss said no time off until after the pagan holidays. Sorry. You see, this is the thing. We don't have control. When you're in the West, you don't have. Who told me that I can't have the holidays off to spend with my family? Who? That's the difference between freedom and bondage. No, nobody can say to me right now what I can and can't do with the time that I want to spend with my family. Okay? There's no more survival mode. Cancel survival mode, fam. There's no more survival mode. Cancel that. Yeah? We are divine beings here to thrive and to enjoy. And we are supposed to be able to enjoy. Yeah? We're supposed to create our own purpose, not have someone create it for us. Okay? That we're supposed to be liberated and liberate ourselves. They set traps in order to stop us from being free and to stop us from leaving. Why? Because they want to keep you there, right? As a cash meal. Okay, and we no longer have to be cash meals. We've done enough for them. It's our time, and we don't want to be caught up in the karma. That's why I'm telling you to come to Africa, because if you're not in Africa, when karma wants to unleash back her powers on these people and what they have done to us and our ancestors and still continue to do to us today, you will not be in the way. When my sister karma unleashes, we want the chosen few to come back. You know, if you are chosen, you know, when you are chosen, come back home. It's your time to leave. What they got planned for 2025, you do not even want to perceive. If you think the last pandemic was something, you got no idea of what's to come. Yeah. And some people are walking around with their jabs like a ticking time bomb. Okay. Because you got no idea what the real reason was behind it. Or some of us do. Okay. And I'm not going into that, but you have to get out of the way. These people are just for troublemaking, causing pain and trauma. They're just about control and they're about control of you and taking control of your resources too. Okay? But it's time for us to tune into our own intuition. It's time for us to lock in. I'm not sitting here for fun. I'm sitting here because it's my job. You understand? This is my mission. This is what I came here to do. Yes, people say, oh, Juliet, oh, we heard this, we heard that. So, you know what? Please ignore the naysayers, ignore the haters. I'm here right now. I'm talking to you right now. When I was in England, you know how hard it was for me to go and study law? Do you know how hard it was for me to go to university, go back to university and then to study business? Yeah. And then as a single parent, it was difficult. It was difficult. Do you know how hard it was to hold down, jobs and to buy houses? It was difficult, but you've got to know what your end objective is. You got to know your exit plan. And BlaXit can help you with your exit plan. That's why it's BlaXit. Blacks exiting. Okay? That's what BlaXit is about. Don't let no man with no what do you call it, snow bunny, cave dweller, whatever, tell you that's what BlaXit is. Because I see everybody trying to trade off of my trademark. It's my intellectual property rights. I own that. I pay for it. Okay? Don't let them try and redefine what BlaXit is. BlaXit is for us, Africans, right? Home or abroad. Okay? Africa is for Africans, home or abroad, as the Honourable Marcus Garvey used to say. Okay? So we have to get out of the way of karma, and the only way is to get out. Whoever gets blasted while they're still inside, you can't say you wasn't warned. You can't say you wasn't warned. I warn my family members. I tell them straight, yeah? You want to lay down the enemy, you want to stay there, then that's your destiny. But that's not the destiny that I carve out for myself. You can choose your own destiny. Who's to tell you that you can't choose your own destiny? Who's to tell you can't take that holiday? Allow the job. I'm taking a holiday. I'll find another opportunity. I'll see you later. You got choices. No one has to bind you. And we have powers. No one has to control you. And all they're doing, like even during COVID, when they were saying, oh, track and trace. What do you think that was? That's a surveillance program. I shouldn't be saying this, but it's true. They're getting you used to being under control. They're used to you being used to being watched. Okay? There's a bigger plan. You can be here and be free. Who's watching me but me? You all get your money and get out. And let's find a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. Okay? We can be awakened. We don't have to be asleep anymore. Yeah? Recognize who they are and recognize who you are. You are divine beings with your own power. You are divine beings with your own money and your own inheritance. All right? Okay? You have your own energy. You own your own energy. No one owns your energy but you. When I want to go out and I want to sit by my swimming pool, if I want to go out and I want to go and run after goats and chickens, yeah, I can. If I want to go to a bistro for lunch, I can. Okay, they keep us exactly. Taji's World of Wonders. Taji's World of Wonders. I'm going to say it 3 times. Taji's World of Wonders, said it correctly. They keep us in a mental prison. They do. Because I was in it as well. Yeah, I'm an escapee. I'm an escapee of their mental prison. I was in exactly the same roundabout of work and home and worrying about bills and stress. What do you need that for when we can cash in our birth certificates or even passports, I've been told today as well, right? And then get our money and then build your home. You've got no mortgage, yeah? Like me, no mortgage, no rent, yeah? No water rates. You get your water from your borehole once you've had that built. And then you've got solar from the sun, so you've got your energy, because this is solar that is running this show right now. This is solar energy that I'm powered by, yeah, and that the internet is on by. You know, they're out there playing games just like any other family would. Okay. And I've got to say, I am so proud of my daughter and my sons. I am so proud of you. Right? You make me feel so proud. Their achievements are so amazing. And I just want to tell them that I'm so proud of you. You make, me feel so proud. Okay. And you know what? So do you, BlaXit family. Let's say it out loud. I'm African and I'm proud. Let's get back to those days. Do you remember that? I'm black and I'm proud. Do you remember that? Do you remember that? Does everyone remember that? Maybe we need a revival. Maybe we need a revival of, all the goodness it is to be African. Come on, we've got Afro beats out there. Nigeria's out there. They're kicking it. Okay, they're doing real well with that. Their music is all over the world now. Okay, let's revive our Africanness and let's find our way home. Yeah, if they don't want to give us repatriations, then we claim our birth certificate. Let's all, put hashtag claim our birth certificate. Let's start a campaign out of this. Hashtag I claim my birth certificate. I claim my birthright. Okay, I'm just going to read a couple of the comments. Marquis Milton. Yes, thank you very much for joining us today. And Taji's World of Wonders, I'm waiting for my citizenship application to be approved, then exist for the best. Yay! Listen, this is it. This is it. This is our alternative. Chinese people can go to China, okay? Indian people can go back to India. Now, African people have to come back to Africa, and I am calling on all of the leaders, African leaders, to hear us. I am appealing to you that we are family too. And you need to open the doors without us having to jump through so many hoops. Why should I have to prove my blood? Can't you see I'm African? Don't you know what happened to our ancestors? Have you forgotten? Do you have amnesia? Why are you treating us the same as our oppressors? Why are we going through the same regime? Why are you even buying into this immigration fallacy? Why is it that we have constitutions written by our oppressors? We should be ashamed of ourselves. Africa, it's time for us to reinvent and create our own narrative and then decide our own destinies. Okay, Carlina Huff. Hello, Juliet and BlaXit. Thank you, Carlina. It's time for us to determine our own destinies. I'm done. I'm done. Okay? You think that I'm not prepared? I have my notes written for all my shows, okay? Except for last week, I did forget my name. But I've got to say that, there's an energy right now, and we have a choice. Okay? Remember who you are. You are a divine being with power. You are a melanated person with power. They try to deceive us. They try to pitch us against each other, light with dark, male with female. They tried every trick in the book, but it's time for the deceiver. Goodbye. Yeah? Goodbye, colonizer. The deception is now off. The illusion has dropped. See yourself for who you are. They enslaved us, but we are not slaves. We have never been slaves. It's they tried to enslave our brains. We were free Africans which were kidnapped, taken against our will, and then put into enslavement as prisoners of war. They tried so many psychological programs, and don't think that those psychological programs aren't still running today. They are. That's why you educate your children at home, as well as going, if you choose to take them to school. So people are homeschooling now, and I'm so proud of you because I did the same thing. I got so sick of the regime. No, I haven't stopped making videos. In fact, I was filming this week. If you didn't know, let me give a big shout out to KD. Apologies. If you didn't know, KD, unfortunately, he's our main editor, our main guy. He unfortunately was shot, and it was not deadly, but it was fatal in the sense that it caused him a lot of harm, in his body, and he's still recovering. And we love him so much, and we send him so much love, so much healing energy. And sorry, I got carried away with today's show. Not to think that I've forgotten you at all. I haven't. I got carried away. So I'm glad that you asked. So he's the main person that has been doing our editing and so on. And we've kind of given him a break to totally heal and to come back to his strength and to get over the mental trauma and, a lot of the things. Because sometimes, what's hard about our own personal development, and I'm going to say this as a woman in my own right, yeah, as a woman, yeah, in my own right, and especially as a melanated African woman or Black woman. Okay, I'm going to tell you that the daggers that have been fired at me, okay, the willful damage and harm that has been sent to me, all because I want us to be free. The type of slander and libel that I've seen is unsurpassed, without evidence, by the way, just gossip and hearsay. Okay, to destroy my reputation, to try and destroy my business, to try and destroy my family. And in some ways, I'd say that, it succeeded, but not to the great capacity that they expected. But it only succeeded in the weak and not the strong. If you're strong, you keep going on. Your mind is strong. Your spirit is strong. You know that you are divine. And so that you will keep going on. So yeah, we have been making videos, but unfortunately, like I said, our main editor has been off sick, and we can't rush the process, or we can't, rush his progress. We have to wait for him to make a full recovery. So this message is for you, KD. It's just to say that we know what's going on, okay? And we know that it's not easy for you at this moment. But this is, something that unfortunately, you've had to go through. But you're not alone. You're in our hearts and in our minds. and and you're in our thoughts, and it is a terrible thing for anyone to have to experience, when someone just wants to rob you for what you have, being shocked because someone wants to rob you for what you have. And sometimes when these things happen, it's those people that are there that claim to be your friends that set you up, you don't even know. Okay? Because they're jealous of you and what you have. They want everything you have. They want your relationship. They want to tear you apart from your relationship. They want to send in temptation. They want to do so many things. So many people are bad minded out there. And I want to say to you, stay strong, stay positive, uplift your vibration. Yeah, everything is possible, especially when you stay in the divine connection. Okay. So, I know it's not easy, but you will recover from this. Okay, just stay in a positive mindset, because I know when someone does harm to you and you're innocent, and it hits you so hard. Yeah, because like I said, a lot of people have thrown so many pot shots at me, and I'm innocent. I mean, I'm just minding my business, being a mum, trying to help people to come home. I've seen things about me on the internet. I'm just thinking, like, where do the people get this information from? I don't even know. I remember, seeing things about me, and when I was already divorced, I was just like, no, because I kept my life private. It's got nothing to do with anybody else. And I just think that, we need to start respecting and loving each other. We need to stop, all this crabs in the barrel mentality, bad mind mentality, jealousy, envy, greed, gluttony. It needs to stop. It needs to stop. We need to now move into, another cycle. We need to start another cycle. We need to, we need to level up. I was reading an article that my daughter gave me. She was featured in a book, and it's all about leveling up. We need to level up. Okay, we need to level up. So let me just read a bit about the Black Book Show. McConnell, we didn't get to see each other because I know that you were sick. So I just want to remind everybody about McConnell's and Kofa's Black Book Show. Okay, and I will post a link to it on my community page. If McConnell, thanks for joining the show. If you can send it along to me. Taji's World of Wonders, repatriation must be yes, exactly, reparations must be paid, and reparations can be our birth certificate. So please, if you haven't, do check your birth certificate details. If you don't have it, email me and I will send you the links, and also how to cash it in. And we need to find out and make sure that we do that form perfectly, so there can be absolutely no excuses why we can't get paid. Okay, so Tuko Pamoja, that video that you did with Wotamai regarding England being a dump, has the racists in their feelings on TikTok. Do you know that got so many millions of views? I was so shocked. I was on Facebook, it got like, when I checked, it was like 2 million views. I was like, wow, people actually listen to what I say. Because I know that, many of the platforms have done their utmost best, even the one that I'm on currently, to try and reduce my influence, reduce my views, reduce my subscribers, and and hack it too, as we've seen on these last previous lives. And yeah, but what I said was true. What I said was true, and no one can't prove it to be untrue. And sometimes the truth hurts because it comes from a place that you don't want to be exposed, but you're quick enough to go and expose Africa. So now let's expose them too, and why not? It is the truth. When I said that people were drinking recycled toilet water, was I lying? No, I wasn't. When who even China, Israel, so many other countries, people just don't realize what's actually going on and what time it is. It's time for us to leave. That's what time it is. It's time for us to leave. That's what time it is. It's time to make your plans, fam. It's time to make your, it's time to get out. It's time to execute your BlaXit. No joke. Hey, Martinez family, what's up, beautiful queen? Thank you so much. You're so lovely. Um, yeah, they need our DNA. And let me tell you something, right? I was reading something. I know it probably sounds a little bit far out to you, but do you know that there are some ethnic groups in Africa that have let's say extraterrestrial DNA. Whoa, and it's true. Proven. Yeah. You might even have it too. So who knows what powers you have? Okay. Hey, shalom, shalom. Yeah. Happy to catch you. Yeah. Thank you so much, Pelaya, Yisrael. Yeah. Thank you so much. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Village Boy 136, greetings, my sister. Oh, thank you for the lovely heart emojis. That's cool. Tokyo Promoter says, furthermore, they were saying that you were ungrateful and that you still are in England and you had to point out that you left years ago. Right, actually, can I just say what we're grateful for? Give me my reparations, and then I might even show a small bit of gratitude. All of those taxes that I paid in compensation to the enslavers of my ancestors, you owe me. So, what am I grateful for? Have you paid me? Every single thing that I had, my parents had to pay for. NHS is not free. It comes from our national insurance contributions. It comes from everything that we earn. What have we got to be grateful for? Grateful to who? Grateful to paying money for the biggest benefit suckers on the planet. Huh? The royal families that don't, what do they do? Royal duties. Yeah, okay. I would like their payment for royal duties. Who told you what makes them royal? Their bloodline. What's wrong with our bloodlines? Our bloodlines are royal too. Our bloodlines are royal too. Hmm? Grateful to you for what? For the racism? Grateful to you for what? The discrimination. Grateful to you for what? The hatred. Grateful for you for what? For always being first in, first out on a job. Grateful for you for what? For having to listen to racist slurs. Grateful for you for what? For all of the way in which you're excluded. Everyone wants to go and play lottery in the office, but no one's including you. Oh, because you know what? I forgot that's the only black one. Well, let's not tell her. Yeah? Grateful for what? Grateful for the police targeting your family for no reason at all, just because you're black. Grateful for what? Grateful for having to work 3 jobs just to survive. Grateful for what? Grateful for people calling you the N-word. Grateful for people at school treating you like you had a disease. Grateful for what? Grateful for what? For the nasty rain and horrible, horrible weather. Grateful for what? Grateful for sitting down in a clinic where a white person gets up and walks away from you just because of the color of your skin. Grateful for what? Oh, are we supposed to be grateful for the opportunity that our ancestors were enslaved and then taken to the Caribbean and then put on another ship to go and be enslaved again and then to be robbed, to be beaten, to be abused? Oh, sorry. Am I supposed to be grateful for that? Well, let me take it all back. Yeah, England's more than a dump. Yeah, it's an ungrateful dump. So I know I've gone on a bit over time actually today. Oh dear. That is the one. I've never been to England. I will never go there. World wonders. Well, you know what? Like I said, let me just say I'm grateful for my life, but that's not because of England. Yeah, that's because of the Most High. Yeah, and my parents. So no, I'm not grateful for you for that. You didn't call me into existence. You didn't bring me into existence. You never gave me my mission, but you did give me pain. You did give me shame. And you gave me a reason to leave over and over and over again. And now I've leveled up and now I'm at peace and I'm living in harmony and tranquility. So you gave me something to compare it to. So I'm glad that now I know what freedom really is. So, yes, thank you. Yeah. And so now I'm in Africa and I have my liberty. Yeah. I have my peace. I have my inner peace and I know who I am, and now I can reclaim my divinity. So thank you. Jeanette Rowles, this is revelation time. It truly is. And that's why I said, get out of the way and come back to Africa, okay? Get out of the way, fam. Start to plan, okay? Look how many people went to Australia, picked up and went to Australia. And look what Australia is today. They do it, so why can't we? They do it, so why can't we? It's time for us to celebrate us. It's time for us to realize that we live on a beautiful, wonderful continent that is ours. Okay, that has how many different countries? How many different countries? It's like a mansion with so many beautiful rooms. There is so much natural beauty in Africa. I remember when I went to Mauritius, I was like, oh my days. Yeah, I went to Senegal, oh my days. Went to Guinea-Bissau, oh my days. Like, what have we been doing? What? They took us out of paradise. They took us out of heaven, the earthly one. Okay? And we have to heal ourselves. We have to heal. We have to heal. They've kept us in pain, and they've done it intentionally to keep us confused. They've kept us in pain. They've kept us in illusion so that we cannot move, so that we're waking up. We're waking up, and they don't want you to hear my voice. No, they don't. But please hear it and share it and let other people be inspired. Africa is a beautiful place. Yes, Africa has, development issues in some areas, political issues in some areas. It's got all kinds of issues, the same as they have in England and America, okay? But life is what you make it. If you want to make it there for what they done to us, time is coming, the cycle is closing, revelation time, Exodus time, whatever you want to call it, is time. I'm calling that bell on time. It's judgment time. I call judgment. I call judgment. And you can call judgment too. What they done to our ancestors should never be forgotten. The suffering that our ancestors had to suffer should never be forgotten. Call judgment on everybody that made our ancestors suffer. And let karma have her way. Just get out of the way. Okay? The earth is ours. It's our playground. And we're letting people destroy it. They're destroying our home while we sit. It's while we sit here. They're destroying our planet. We are protectors of the planet. That is our mission. That is our role. We are healers. So, Des, thank you for saying it's a beautiful planet. Fiona, Jallo, automatic citizenship will be amazing. Yeah, no more alien cards. We're not aliens, or maybe we've got alien DNA. That's why they say it. And Tuko Tumoja, your video with Roden Maya is featured on a channel that specifically deals with Brits migrating, but they seem to zone in on yours, especially calling England a dump. Please share that with me, info@blaxithome.com, so that I can see it, please, if you don't mind to go. I'd really appreciate that. Marquis Milton, amen. I call judgment. Call judgment. Everybody, let's call judgment. And let's also call in our birth certificate money. Let's manifest that. Let's call it in. Yeah? We have the power. The power is in your mind. From your mind to your thought to becomes actions. Okay? Let's call it in. Let's call in our birth certificate. I told you, hashtag, yeah, I claim my money. Hashtag birth certificate, I claim my money. Okay? Jeanette Rose says Africa is the motherland. Oh, yes. Motherland and fatherland. I balance it up. Yeah? Most high, mother goddess, father god, and father god. You understand? Mother, father, and child. Okay? Dambala, I give thanks as well because, I always give thanks. I always give thanks, to the divine source of all love. Definitely. Yeah. Thank you so much, my sister, to tell the truth. And one love Africa. Africa, wake up and stand up. Africa has to unite. Like I said, it's coming together. You see the Confederation? It's happening. Brothers and sisters, it's happening. Okay? It's our time. We cannot let them take our birthright away anymore. They're taking our resources while we sleep. Yeah? Yeah, we call judgment. Call judgment. Call judgment. So powerful your words. There's Ethiopian government get drones from UAE and killing Amar ethnic groups. This is terrible. Call judgment. We have the right to protect our lives. We have the right to have to survive. No one has the right to create a border, yeah, or because of an ethnic difference to create war between us. No, no, it's not right. What they're doing in Haiti is not right. Pilot Israel, sorry I missed how to claim from the birth certificate. How? Okay, so what I might do is on next week's show, I'm going to try a new method of sharing information so that we can go through the process together. Okay? Yeah. Yaya Iseri, greetings, BlaXit family. Call judgment. I call judgment. Call judgment. Everybody, yeah? Call your God. Call your Most High. Call your God, your goddesses. Call Jehovah. Call Allah. Call Jesus, right? Call God. Call Yahweh. Call Yamobide. Call Yamoja. Call Ogunoshun. Call Wudum. Call everybody. Call judgment. Call Oset, call Amun, call Atun, call judgment. This is our birthright. I call judgment, we get our money. I call judgment on all of those families, organizations, and companies that enslaved our ancestors. I call judgment. And everybody called judgment. You don't think that they can't hear us up there? Call the universe. Call the universe. Okay, now I'm well over time. So sorry, everybody. Please can you put the email address in the comment section? Will do. And I claim my money. Claim your birth certificate money. Hashtag claim your birth certificate money. Hashtag claim your birth certificate money. Okay. Hashtag claim your birth certificate money. For more information, just email me. I'm so glad that we didn't get harassed this week. Okay. It's our right and we should go for it. Okay? It's our right. And I'm not going to stop until we do. Okay? So before I say anything else, let's say firstly, love is the vibration that we should be having our frequency on. It's not about hating on each other. Okay? Not for any reason at all. Yeah? Especially not for jealousy, not for envy, and not for differences. The frequency is love. That is a love vibration that is going to help us get through and get what we want. Yeah, that is the key that they don't want you to know. That's why they keep us hating each other. That's why it's easy for us to kill each other than them. Okay? So keep that frequency high. Tell your children you love them. Show them you appreciate them. Okay? Tell your brother and sister you love them. So that you appreciate them. Even if, their energy might be the same as yours, and you might not even want to socialize with them because, maybe they're in a kind of karmic cycle or something. But it doesn't matter. Let's keep this love frequency high. Okay? Keep that vibration high and call judgment. It's time for us as people to claim back our power and claim back our divinity. They try to tell us that we are mere slaves. We have never been. We were just enslaved because we were too loving to them, but not loving to ourselves. Now we have to turn that love in on ourselves. Okay? We have to turn that love in on ourselves. So, in saying that, wish you all the best. Katie, turn that love in on yourself, okay? And call judgment while you recover, okay? Call judgment on those people, okay? That wish to harm you, okay? And do what they did to you and what they're doing to you. Call judgment, okay? So, fam, you'll be the first, Fiona. Do it, okay? Do it, do it, do it. I'm going to put the link on the community page again. Do it. So, BlaXit family, thanks for joining me today. I appreciate you. I love you so much. Today's show, I covered most of what I wanted to say. And I wanted us to tell us to rise up. It's time for us to level up, okay? No one controls our destiny but us, okay? It's time to level up. It's time to set ourselves free from the snares and the traps, okay? So, my mouth. I tell you, yeah. Uh, I love you all. It's amazing just having you here. Yeah, I might not have millions of views, but I have. If there's one person here, I'm here. If there's no people here, I'm still here. Okay, I'm here for you, and that's what you need to know. So remember that we have the land sale. Okay, don't forget. So for those of you who are looking for that plot, yeah, we still have plots that are less than £2,000 that are in a really good location in a suburb near the second city called Rikama, and we still have plots in Gunjur. And listen, these plots are owned um, by me or by BlaXit Group. Okay, so you don't have to worry about that, and especially the ones with BlaXit Group, all documentation is done and it's all clean and all clear. So please don't listen to the naysayers and people trying to smear my name. It's just untrue. Okay, that's just how it is. When you're fighting for your people, just like Marcus Garvey, they try and do anything in order to smear you, yeah, and to try and slander you and libel you and to destroy your reputation. That's just what they do. This is what they do. If you look at all black leaders or anybody that's influential in any way, that's what they do. The first thing they do is destroy your reputation and smear you. So because they want to make you uncredible, okay? But we don't worry about that because we are incredible. Okay, we are incredible. I want you to remember that you are incredible. You are special. You are unique, and you are divine. And called judgment on them. Okay, called judgment. So I am. Oh God, I did the email wrong. Sorry, 1 minute. I did the email wrong. Ignore that one. Yeah, it's info@BlaXit Home. Yeah, that one doesn't work. BlaXitHome.com. Sorry, Hans, right? This is the right email. I'm just putting it there again. info@BlaXitHome.com. Okay. All right. So this is me. This is me loving you and leaving you until next week, Thursday, 8 o'clock. Tell your friends to join in, the debates. Tell your friends to come and join and to call judgment. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if 1.5 million of us who are in the diaspora called judgment? Can you imagine that mental power? Can you imagine that spiritual power? Can you imagine that psychic power that comes from your mind? We can do this, fam. We can do this.